if you guys like to watch YouTube and maybe you follow some good tech channels like me, then you might have already heard that Apple has released a new iPhone. It's not like iPhone SE or iPhone XR or something like that. It's actually the iPhone 16e. So it's like a new family member for the iPhone 16 family. We actually haven't gotten something like this in a long time, since it was just the iPhone 15, 15 Pro lineup. Then it was the iPhone 14, 14 Pro lineup, iPhone 13, 13 Pro. But this is the first time they have made some other phone other than just the iPhone 16 and then the iPhone 16 Pro lineup. So this is pretty surprising. It actually looks surprising. Here's a photo of it. It just looks like maybe an SE with just one camera, and just looking at the screen, it has no dynamic island like the 15 and 16 does. So pretty weird. It's like very new. It just got released like 3 days ago. They'll be shipping it out, I don't know, in like a month or two maybe. But it looks a little bit old. Only one camera. And although it is actually very new, it was announced 3 days ago. It does lack a lot of like basic iPhone features. Like the iPhone 15 and also the iPhone 16 have the dynamic island, which is pretty usual for like phones now, since obviously iPhone will keep on continuing the dynamic island, since I like it. It's a nice feature. And the iPhone 16e, I definitely expected it to have it, but it didn't have that. One singular camera, I did not expect that, but it does have that. Let's dive in. Let's see why they changed these things. Is it worth it? And let's say I have like maybe an iPhone 12 Pro, and then I want to upgrade to 15, since it's not very expensive. I don't want iPhone 16 Pro Max or anything. I'm not going to spend too much money, but I want to upgrade to maybe the iPhone 15. But this came out, and let's see how it stacks up against the iPhone 15, since both of these are around the same price range. So here I have a new tab, and you can just search up iPhone, or you can just go to apple.com, and once you go there, it's just going to be the Apple site, and you go to iPhone on the top and compare iPhone, and you can just compare all these here. I'm going to compare the iPhone 16e, then maybe the iPhone 15, since I think that's what I want. It's not too pricey, but still good specs. And let's go down to iPhone 12 Pro, since that's what I have right now. And I'm gonna be skipping over most of the stuff. Just so you know. I'm just gonna focus on the important stuff, like maybe display, camera, and just AI features and stuff like that. So let's dive in. So this is just the basic summary. They all have the same screen size, which is good. They all have a Super Retina XDR display. The 12 and the 15 have the ring silent switch, while the 16e has the action button. And the 16e actually also has Apple Intelligence. It's the only one that does, which is pretty good. If you want to just play around with Apple Intelligence, maybe you're texting your friends and you want like a new emoji, you can do that with Apple Intelligence. I made a video about that a few months back. You can go check that out, but I'm not going to discuss it too much here. Obviously the chips are different. 16e has A18, 15 has A16, and 12 has A14. So actually pretty big chip difference here. Although the iPhone 15 has the best GPU, 5-core GPU, while the others have 4-core. And the cameras, I think the 15 cameras are going to be the best, although the 12 Pro does have 3. The 15 has a 48 megapixel main camera, while the 12 Pro has 12 megapixel, and the 16e actually also has 48 megapixel, which is pretty nice. You're getting a pretty small camera, only one singular, but you're still getting a 48 megapixel photo, which is good. I appreciate that. Although it does have one camera, but still a 2-in-1 camera system. So all these have portrait mode, while 15 has next generation portraits, which I don't know what that is, but pretty nice. And there's actually visual intelligence for the 16e. I guess maybe that's something about like Apple Intelligence. I'm not sure. Something about AI, but the 12 and the 15 both have the same ultra wide 2x zoom, while The 16E does have 2 times, but not an ultra wide. And 15 is the only one with the dynamic island. I told you that earlier. And all of these have SOS, but 15 and 16, both of them can go to satellite, crash detection, roadside assistance, and messages via satellite, which I appreciate that. That's actually very new technology, and I did not expect the 12 Pro to have that, but 16E does have that. But something surprising is that 16E has the most video playback hours. It has 26, 15 has 20, and then 12 Pro has 17, which I didn't expect that. I thought the 15 and 16 would be around the same, but not like 6 hours difference. But 16E and 15 have USB, while 12 Pro has Lightning. All of them have Face ID, and they're all also water resistant, while 15 and 12 can do MagSafe wireless charging, but iPhone 16 can only do Qi, I don't know how to pronounce that, but that wireless charging. So 16E can do wireless charging, but it's going to be slower. 15 and 12 Pro can go 15 to 20 watts, while iPhone 16E can only do 7.5 watts. So let's just go to the prices now. So let's say you do have the iPhone 12 Pro and you want to upgrade. The iPhone 15 is going to be, let's say you just get the base memory model. The iPhone 15 is going to be $699 for the base model, while 16E will be $599 for the base model, which is surprising. I did not expect that. I thought the 16E will be at least like similar price range, maybe same even, but 16E is actually lower than the 15, which might change some people's views. And when I first saw the 16E, I definitely just wanted the 15 since it has a dynamic island, and then it also has just some better options for the cameras and stuff. So I was just immediately on the 15, but now like I've seen the price, $100 is a lot. So that actually might tip me over to the 16E's side. But at first, I just definitely had my mind made up on the 15. But since I saw the price now, I'm actually having a hard time deciding. So that actually kind of tipped the tables on me. I just definitely thought 15 was better, but now it's 16's price that's lower. So that's a good move by Apple. Samsung actually did that too. Their new model actually did not increase the price of their phone. It stayed the same. And I think this actually might be Apple just getting their revenge, fighting back, fighting fire with fire. They both just aren't increasing their price, but they're both like keeping it the same as their older models, which is smart. So just summing everything we learned today, iPhone 16 does lack some pretty good cameras, and it doesn't have some cool features like the dynamic island for the 15, but it's a better price. So if you want a better priced phone, then you could get that. If you're not taking that many pictures, you probably don't need to get the 15, since 16 is cheaper. It also has AI if you want to just have fun with creating new emojis and doing stuff like that. It has AI, and if you're not going to take that many pictures, you don't need those 2 cameras in the 15. So no cameras if you don't need cameras, if you don't need cool features, and you're looking forward to that AI, just definitely go for the 16E. Very good. 15 has better cameras. Out of the 3 I showed you, it probably does have the best cameras. So if you want good cameras but you don't want like a pro model, you don't want super expensive models, so that's also right there. Has good cameras, has dynamic island, has some pretty good features too, runs very smooth. That's very nice. Go for that. But let's say you want a 12 Pro, if you already have a 12 Pro, I did not notice that much difference from these 3. They all look pretty much the same, and they're all very, very good phones. So if you don't need anything else, or if you're just looking for a pretty good valued phone, pretty cheap phone, 12 Pro is there. It's very, very good. It has good cameras. It just runs very smooth. I actually like do stuff with it too. I play games on it, and it's pretty smooth. There's nothing wrong with it, and you can just buy it from Facebook Marketplace, or maybe on Amazon they have it, and you would get it for very, very cheap, since it's pretty old now. It's like a year or 2 old, and just very nice phone. very cheap. If you don't need anything extraordinary, just get it. But that's it for today's video. 16E does not have good cameras, but does have AI. 15 has good cameras and a few extra features, and 12 is just very good valued price. It's not like the best out of everything. It's obviously not the best, but I would rank it first on price since it's very, very low priced. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you next one. Bye for now. YouTube Pro out.